Hi guys, I'm Scott Woodward. Occasionally you get the opportunity to rub some shoulders with some very special people, and when I wrote the ebook Living and Learning with the World's Biggest Punters, I had the privilege to work with some of the biggest and the best punters in the business. My guest this afternoon, Tony the Badger Hargraves, has come out all the way from the UK, and I really haven't worked with anybody or studied anybody that understands the skill of trading, particularly on Betfair, any better than Tony. One of the things that he's out here for, Tone, and welcome.
Thank you.
We're going to tour Australia. We're going to do some trading training. We've got some courses set down in Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane, and it should be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to it.
Very excited to be here, Scott. Thank you. Yeah, it's going to be good to finally get back to my home country and share what I've learned about trading over the past few years with some of the people out here.
Tony, you've trained more than 750 people in the UK how to move from being a punter to a trader on Betfair, and you're out in Australia now for the courses in the east coast of Australia in October. Why should Australians attend the course? Why should they go? What's the main reasons?
Three main reasons is I'll show them the difference between punting and trading, and they are significant. Show them how to go from having a bet on something and hoping it wins to just being able to make small consistent profits, whether the result is favourable or goes against them. The end result doesn't matter. And the third one would be to be able to show them how to save a lot of time and money by having some training rather than trying to do it themselves.
Tony, nearly everybody starts off as a punter. We're trying to change their mindset from being a punter to a trader. What's the hardest thing to do there?
I think it's to learn the money management skills and the discipline. There are big differences between being a punter and a trader. You'll learn all about those in the course. There's quite a few significant ones. One of them off the top of my head would be keeping records. If you ask most punters, do they keep records of their trades, they'll say no. And if you ask them how they're going, I'm a little bit in front, which actually means they're losing quite heavily.
Yeah.
So yeah, keeping records would be one of the important ones.
Hey, one of the biggest requests that we've had from emails is people really want to know what we do, and one of the things that we're going to do is actually demonstrate our bread and butter trades. The ebook that I wrote, Trading It's Almost Foolproof, I've had a lot of people ask me, why is it almost foolproof? So I'm actually going to demonstrate the almost, and I'm going to show why I'm confident that the price movement will go in a certain direction, and there's a little window of opportunity there that you can capitalize on and make a small profit. And I'm going to demonstrate that live, and of course you are also going to come up and demonstrate your bread and butter trade, your favorite horse racing trade, maybe a soccer trade perhaps, or maybe a cricket trade. Yeah,
I can show all of those. There's a few that are my bread and butter trades that I can share with the guys that come along, and they're fairly simple. These guys will be able to just take those home and implement them straight away.
Yeah, look, there's not a lot of point in showing them if the guys can't go home and replicate them. They need to be able to not think they're magic and think that, oh, that's good, I've got that, I didn't know that, I can go home and do that.
No, there's no big secrets here. It's not that hard. Trading's quite simple. I'm going to teach them some of the foundation principles of what we do. There's really only 4 of them. Trading's not that hard, Scott. You look at a football game, 3 things are going to happen.
Yep.
Team A scores, Team B scores, or there's no goal.
Well, there's a brawl.
There's a brawl. So that's the, we'll look at all the foundation principles and show you what they are and how to implement them. These guys will be able to do that straight away.
Fantastic. And Tony, for me, the biggest part of my presentation and the guys that I've worked with in Australia has been money management. Obviously, if you get the money management skills wrong, you're not going to get very far, and we're very big on winning 3 to 5% and winning small tiny profits, but doing it on a regular basis, and we show with the power of compound interest how that can add up.
Once again, it's very easy to show them this. People can go home and do it, but the discipline required to maintain it and keep doing it week after week, month after month, is where most people fail.
Okay, and you're going to expand a little bit on the trading process?
I'll go through my trading process. It's a 4-step process. It's fairly simple, but you do it as a routine, trade after trade, and that shouldn't be a problem.
And obviously a lot of people who have normal jobs don't have the time or maybe even the resources to do their own statistics, watch their own videos, etc., etc. So we can certainly help them with that, and we talk about how we identify opportunities and we give a statistical probability of success, and you can compare that with the real live price if there's an overlay and there's an opportunity to trade and make a profit.
Well, the great thing with Betfair is you can back or you can lay. So if you find something that you believe is too short in the market, you can go against it and lay it, and if you find something that's overpriced, you can back it.
But Tony, I know as soon as you arrived here, Manchester United were playing Arsenal in the very first game, and you rung me up and you said they're betting $1.50. Manchester United, they should be about $1.17 or something. Amazing.
Manchester United have won 86 of their last 93 home games. They should be priced at $1.16 every week when they're at home in the league. They were $1.50. I rang you up and said you should get on them, and they ended up winning the game 8-2.
But it's not about winning. It's about being on them at the top of the market. You're confident that they'll firm in, and then you can close off and make a profit, and regardless of whether they go on and win or whether they go off and lose. That's what we're about, making a profit.
Like I said to you at the time, when they take the lead, they'll come down to $1.19, $1.20, something like that. That's when you should then place a lay bet, exit the trade, and the end result of the match doesn't matter. You've locked in your profit. You now can't lose, no matter what happens. That's what we do.
Yep. Tony, we've talked about money management. We're going to talk about compound interest a fair bit. That's a big part of our presentation in the seminars, and I can't underestimate the importance of those two things, money management and using the power of compound interest with our small trades.
No, that's what we do. We show you how to slowly and steadily build up like you would an investment. You don't expect to put $1,000 in a bank and next week come back and have another 1,000 in there. Any investment you make, it would gradually increase. That's what we do. So you need to look at this as a business or an investment and just gradually make small profits.
Yep. And there it is. In a nutshell, it's a hell of a lot more. It's a full-on presentation, morning and afternoon in both Sydney, October 5 and 7, Melbourne, October 11 and 12, and Brisbane up in the Broncos Leagues Club. They may be premiers by then, maybe. Which is on Friday, October 14. Really looking forward to it. If you're interested in trading and being a profitable trader, we'd love you to be there. Look forward to your company. Cheers.